Rise ye, ashen, tarnished, chosen undead, and welcome Souls fans, new and old, to your next installment of the Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin Platinum Guide. Here we are at Harvest Valley. Checkpoint for you all. This is where we are stats-wise. Soul level 90. Equipment-wise, in case needed. So we have our staff, fire longsword, covetous ring, royal soldier's ring, ring of blades, Chloranthy, which can be swapped out for the Ring of Restoration if you need to heal, Blossom Kite Shield +4, Wanderer Hood, Drangleek Mail, Havel's Gauntlets, Drangleek Leggings. And then we switch back to normal life gems because we're not fighting a boss at the moment. So there we are. The last thing we did in the last video was we sent Leningrast's daughter to Medulla, so we talked to her and then we came here for the bonfire. Let's equip our poison moss. Part of the reason we chose the healing wares at the beginning was to get some extra ones of those. There's a lot of poison in this area. Soul arrow equipped on our spell slot, and let's go. So yep, that's where our stone selling daughter was here. Yep. And so you can see there is an enemy, big giant with a rider in a carriage. Is it up here? Yeah, I think up here. I'm going to double check this for you. Let's equip our short bow. No, it is not up here. So we always do a wizard fight against these enemies. It must just be this lip here that stops. But basically, the rider on top is going to cast spells. So let's get our Great Heavy Soul Arrow for maximum damage. And then a couple of Great Soul Arrows. There we go, and then one normal. So as you can see there, I used two big, one medium, one small. We now want to zap all of these wraiths that are in the poison mist, so that we've got fewer enemies to deal with while we are getting the items. Switch back to your sword. There is a skeleton. Cheeky Titanite shard. I mentioned in previous videos, don't worry about shards. If you don't have them, we can buy them from Lenigrast or Macduff. And we're actually going to be able to buy all of them from Leningrast's daughter now. Okay, spell bop enemies and poison, and we're going to grab all the items in the poison, trying to get as little poison as possible. Now you may get invaded by Forlorn here. This is one of those optional areas that he may invade you. In my prep playthrough where I finished my notes, I got invaded at every single Forlorn spot. So what I'm going to do is just mitigate how long I'm in the poison for. And all I'm doing is I'm just trying to save some of my green blossoms. There we go. And now we're going to stay out, let it drop down. If you do get poisoned, you need to use your Estus Flask when you get down to about half your health bar. The time it takes you to drink, that's kind of how long you need. You can use a life gem, which will kind of counteract the effect of poison because of the steady recovery and the steady loss. It's just something to keep in mind. But we are going to get all of the items. We're going to come into here, skeleton. Fragrant branch and a torch, and if you can't already hear it, oh look, who's chugging away? It is Gavlan. Let's open the chest. And and raw stone is to make your weapon a raw weapon, which we're never going to use. We are going to use a couple of infusions, but nothing here. Gavla, know you. So I'm pretty sure at this point, yeah, we can't buy any more poison arrows yet. That's the only thing we're going to buy off of him. You can buy poison moss from him if you need to, but we should have plenty of enough. At this point, it's just a nice point to sell duplicates. So any duplicate items that you've got, you are welcome to sell target shield, foot soldier shield. So basically keep, you don't even need to keep the buckler, we're not going to parry, so keep the large leather shield, keep the watch dragon palmer, and obviously keep your blossom kite shield. Any other shields, maybe the dragon leak, just so you've got 100 option, but the rest can go. So let's sell buckler. Any other shields you've got, keeping leather, dragon leak, watch dragon, and blossom kite. We keep. Do we keep Havel? Yeah, we'll keep Havels for a bit. I can't remember off the top. It's been a little while since I made the notes, so I'm just double checking. I don't think I ever use Havel shield because of the weight, but we definitely use the rest of his armor. Keep your chimes. Bone stuff you can get rid of, but I'm going to keep it. At the moment we're going to use sorcerer stuff. We're going to start leveling up our witch tree to replace it in the midwear. We do not need dragon tooth, so you can sell that. You got that with the Havel set. We don't need the great club. So yeah, we don't need to sell everything. And then armor pieces, I always just look out for duplicates and sell those. And there we go.
Many deal. What? Gavlan. Gavlan.
We'll Gavlan deal.
With Gavlan.
You go home. Gavlan, so head back up. So we are going to get poisoned when we come down to this part. For a fire scene, but in fact don't even bother, don't drop down there. That was pointless for some reason. I had it in my notes, but as you can see, look, the poison does definitely take a chunk away from your health. So yeah, don't bother with that chest. I got my chest confused, that's why it wasn't in my notes. I should trust my notes. Right, we're gonna go out, and there are some skeletons in these areas, so just be mindful. But yeah, at this point we are definitely going to get poisoned. But there are Titanites, there are some large Titanites as well. Have a drink here. And I'm going to pop a life gem. There's no point healing the poison because... Oh, there we go. Titanite slab. That was the important one. So as you can see, my health, because I popped that life gem, my health is going both up and down. So life gem, definitely a useful way of mitigating that poison. Come out. Titanite chunk. So definitely worth grabbing all those items. Okay, careful in this next area. That is everything. Careful in that next area. There are these two fire mages. There's one up top there, and there's another one to the left there. They attack with very potent fire magic that you do not want to get hit with. Spell up the first one, put on a more potent spell for the second. We're going to come up the ladder. Grab some urns. Urns are always good. We want throwable items, not for the combat's sake, but actually to destroy different ranged items and such. Actually, no, we're just going to go with the fire sword route. Let's go up the ladder. Quick, 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 quick. Don't worry about him, he is just praising Dabuba. And that's how you can tell they're praising Dabuba, because the moment you kill them, they stop praying. Pull the lever. It's going to open our way out. There we go. Okay, so there are 3 crystal lizards in this next area. Let's try and get one before we use the bonfire. Actually, no, Sod's Law says we're going to drop and that's going to be bad. Okay, let's use the bonfire first. Let's be sensible. Bonfire is lit. Okay, well, if the bonfire is lit, then let's put on a homeward bone just in case we do drop. Because then we can come back to this bonfire now. No, let's just rest. So this may take a few attempts. These crystal lizards are very annoying because there are multiple drops in the floor, so be careful of the floor. And all you're going to do is you're going to pick one. As you see, the others have already gone. This one that drops down the one that's here always seems to drop down one of the holes. But there's one, so we go back to the bonfire. We rest. Let's go for the next one. Don't let him get in. No! Oh, well, that's better than him dying down there, to be fair, so... Let's ease our weight even more. Let's get in front of him. Oh, no, no! The one time you didn't drop! And last one to go. Looks like that person's had a terrible day, our character. And the rock's gonna get in the way. Yep. Let's see if we can get in front of this one. There we go, right, we got the right side. There you go. But as you can see, they drop Titanites and large Titanites, normally a Pale Stone, but you should get at least one Titanite and one large Titanite from all of them. I don't know why I'm going back to the bonfire, force of habit now. Right, let's get back our mail, gauntlets, and drink legs. And since we didn't use any spells, we can carry on. In fact, actually, no, because we've got these shards, we can now level up our stuff. So, travel, we're going to go to Macduff. And we're going to get our 11th trophy. Flame, dear flame. Okay, reinforce. Firstly, we're going to get our fire longsword to +8. No, we do not have many chunks at all in this run. So, oh no, it is It is +8. Yeah, no, it is +8. This is required to make it +9. That's what throws me off. Is you hover over it, it tells you what it is, not what it will become. I had to go to the Enchanted Falchion to double check. So yep, Fire Longsword +8. We're now going to work on our Witch Tree branch. Five. Lovely. And actually we're now caught up with our notes. So, we're now going to purchase 1 large Titanite shard, or until you have 3, if you don't have enough, and we're going to get our Witch Tree branch to +6. Lovely. Now you've done that, come out. We're now going to equip the Witch Tree branch. Not only is it a little bit lighter, but as you can see, statistically it is offering us a better spell and dark buff. So our spells will be more potent now. And now the last thing we're going to do with Macduff is we're going to talk to him. The reason is because we've now spent enough money with Macduff, he's going to give us a Titanite slab and we're going to get our trophy. If you walk with the flame, then I salute you. Take these. Titanite slab, and there it is, the Smith for Life trophy. Trophy number 11. Be gone. Thanks, Macduff. And now we're going to go back to Harvest Valley, the mines. Back to good old Harvest Valley. Do I have to go down the left? I didn't think I did. But for some reason, I do. As you can probably see from this guide, I am not as familiar with Dark Souls 2 as I am with Dark Souls 1. We're not going to go in there yet. That is a... well, everywhere we go here is going to be an ambush. So... where is our big guy? Why have you not? There we go. Okay, so this big guy, we want to break this here. Oh, we're nearly dead. Drink. Uh-oh. Took that for granted. Sorry, Souls fans. I got carried away. I assumed my roll was on time, and apparently it was not, and then by the time I realised it was too late. Alright, let's try that again. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-ba-do-do. Gonna get my 200 souls back. Yep, we just need this big guy to clobber here. Oh, it's the radius of the thing, that's what it is. You're supposed to be using melee attacks. This is what you get. Excuse me. Can you come here now, please? Seriously? Over here. There we go. Right, now that that's done, life gem. Should have just used that, but there we go. Oh, actually, we do want Homeward Bone on. There we go. Come here for soul item. And a radiant life gem's never a bad shout. Okay. Optional, the gauntlet. this path to the left. So those dual wielding sickle, there you go, you can just see one of them here. Once you step down, the only way back is up the top. And we're going to create a train. If you've ever played zombies in a Call of Duty game, you will understand exactly what we're doing. So we step down, wait, we can't go back. Oh look, there are so many. No, lock onto this guy, please. There we go. Right. Now the issue is, they did not... Oh, that's not my cat. No. Thank you, sirs. Zap. That one down. How was that? Okay, and this is what we're gonna do. Roll. Oh, you're a lot closer than I would like you to be. So, the key thing is, we're trying so that we don't get, we don't want to drop too early, and then there's still more down below, and we don't want to climb too late where there's still someone up the top. Hopefully that makes sense. That I should not have picked that up. That was a bad move. It was an unnecessary risk. And there we go. Right. With them defeated, we can now smash all of these boards and just pick up the goodies in this area. Again, optional, but there are quite a few goodies. So, Titanite Shard, always worth it. This is the way out. We're not going to go that way yet. There's still more goodies to be had. Soul item. Large Titanite Shard. So as you can see, definitely worth doing. Because there are plenty of good items. Oh, apologies. Right. Some more life gems. Lovely. On the way back, do I go down the poison area? Right, drop for chest down out of skeletons. Alright, cross that event. We do. Nope, not this one. This one. Pop a life gem. Eh? Oh? Okay. Then don't do that. Obviously, I'm thinking of a different drop. It must. Oh no, you drop where the crystal lizards are. Just double checking my notes. Well, this keeps getting more and more embarrassing. Out and right. This one? I'm now doubting everything. What is in the chest? So, nothing that's worth it. Nope, I got... That's why I got confused. Because I should have done it before the sickle, guys, that's why. Oh yeah, you're back. Well, we're just gonna skip it. This is where we should have gone, right. Drop. This is the chest. Sorry, Souls fans. I led you astray. So not worth it. Drop down. Soul item. Homeward bone. Oh, of course, the skeleton got there first, but we're okay. Then we go to the sickles. I'm really sorry. I didn't write my notes very well at that part. It got confusing. But that is those sections done. So, rest. And actually, I'm missing a decent chunk of my health at this point, so I'm going to use a human effigy. There we go. Get our maximum health back. Get your bigger spell on, as we're now going to continue, and there is another of these. This is the one where the lip gets in the way. However, when he's this close, it gets in the way for us as well. Just keep an eye on that orc with the hammer, because if he starts moving, he needs to become a priority, because as you can see, these enemies in the poison mist, they cannot reach us, thankfully. Right. Waiting for Pyro, and there we go. Now we've got his attention. We're just going to play this safe. I mean, so you can't backstab him. He has telegraphed attacks, and as you would expect for someone with a giant hulking hammer, they do a fair chunk of damage. Oh, you're not dead. Hence the range option's the preferred option for him. The next one we're actually going to cheese with poison. Right. Orc, lure out of the fire's way, run to the far side, wait for the fire, and let's go. So we're going to get ambushed by an assassin. Okay. Oh, you have not smashed any of those poison pots, have you? I don't know how he didn't. Normally, he crushes that poison pot, which he did crush, and dies to poison. But fair enough. And now we're going to come around here. There you go, that's what's supposed to happen. He becomes Shrek. And then just be mindful that there's another one. And we're going to do the same thing with this one. Get him angry. And he will just walk through. There you go, poison damage. Look at it. Poison damage is amazing in this game. Two orcs died poison parts. Spell bob the fire mage. So do be careful. The fire mages, as I've said, they do a lot of damage. There we go. Just be careful not to go into that is, apart from that corridor, the rest of this is an instant kill if you land in it. So be mindful of that. Do not worry about that ledge there. You don't need it. Deal with you in a second. Oh, just the one hit now. +8. No. Yes. Careful when we step back. So yeah, so if you get random souls for any reason, it's because down in that corridor there is an assassin. However, if he moves, he will become poisoned. Missing a mushroom. Back out path. Down steps into poison. For some reason I said 3 mushrooms, yet I've only killed 2. Okay. Either way, we've killed those. As you can see, there are more poison pots down there, so I like to come all the way back out. And round, so that we don't have to get poisoned. There he is. Just gonna let him he's too far away from his spawn point, so he's trying to de-aggro. We'll take that. Right, pop a life gem. And we're going to walk this way. Grab some more repair powder. Come up the stairs. Heal your poison. Do not waste any pharaohs. I don't even know if we've got any pharaohs, to be fair. No, so you can't waste one because we don't have one. Even better. And we're going to talk to Lucatil again.
My thought. What is this curse?
We have to talk to her to move her to the next location. So she's talking about her continued quest for her brother, questioning humanity, questioning memory.
I don't want. I would sacrifice shape. Sometime, even am I wrong? Maybe
So yeah.
in a moment.
Her brother already lost his consciousness, and the same thing is slowly happening to her, sadly.
Sometime, even am I wrong? Maybe we're.
There we go. So she's repeating herself. What this does do is this opens up this wall, which gives you the poison bite ring, which although it sounds good, it sadly isn't. That's, yeah. Out and out, head to Covenant's area. You got it, notes. The main thing is that we talk to Lucatil there to continue her quest. And we're going to go out, and this time we're going to come down here. And we're going to get our 12th trophy. And everyone's favourite covenant. The Brilliant Covenant, or the Covenant of the Sun. And we're also going to get our 12th gesture. That's why we're doing this, even though we don't have sunlight medals yet. So kneel. Enter Covenant. There is your 12th trophy. The Brilliant Covenant. and learn the gesture to praise the sun. And that is our 12th gesture of 20 and our 12th trophy of 38. So there you go, all the 12s. Really? No, I'll pop an Estus. We don't need this many for the next boss that we're going to fight. So we are going to fight a boss. This is a pretty straightforward and easy boss, to be honest. The only thing to be mindful of is it has a grab attack that is going to burn through your durability on everything that you are wearing. Your clothes, I've come the wrong way because I distracted myself. Your clothes, your weapon, the whole shebang. So that's the only thing to be mindful of. But the theory is we're not going to get hit by it. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a couple of amber herbs to get back our spell uses. Take off these, put on a Radiant Life Gem, equip our Witch Tree Branch, and all we're going to do is whenever it attacks, we are then going to use a spell. But yeah, he's big, he is pretty predictable. As I said, the biggest thing is just I say avoiding getting hit like it's a new tactic. But there he is, Jabba the Hutt. So, spell. He has a roll, so he can actually move quite quickly. All I'd say is just try and stick to the side. There we go, he attacked. Spell. In fact, a second. Now he's turned to face us. Keep your shield up. There you go. One spell. That's a 2 spell moment. That's another 2-er. We're now to Great Soul Arrows. Oh! Nope. 1 spell. Whoa! No, 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 no. Behave. That's why we have to shield up. So yeah, not really a problem. Just so long as you play sensibly. And the more he does that, the better, because that makes it quicker for us. Got my shield up. Playing oh so safe, because that's how you beat the game. There's the grab. That will instantly break numerous things on your wear. Rings, equipment, the whole shebang. And there you go. Pop. Thank you. Pop, pop, pop. Covetous Demon Soul. And we're going to come up and light rest of the bonfire, and we're going to head back to Medulla. We've got a lot of soul items to cash in. So let's pop our soul items that we've got. Our non-boss soul items, to be clear.
Bear
Sequest. Level up, and we should be able to put 3 points into int. Oh, just the 2, we say. Okay, that's fine. I will adjust my notes accordingly. So yeah, 2 points into int. To get to 28. Let's get our life gems switched back to standard life gems. And this is where we do a little bit of darting around. So although we could continue to Earthen Peak, I find it's a better point here to actually open up our next area first, the Shaded Woods. I'll just get past all my notes. So yeah, how long have we got in this video? Yeah, we've got enough time. Let's go and meet Bernhardt, Bernie. So, from the bonfire. Oh, and by the way, there she is. That is the Negrast's daughter there. We will chat to her later on as we need Titanite and other stone items. Up here. So the other key reason why we had to do the first part of the Poison Swamp before coming here is for the Lucatiel quest line. So we need to talk to her before we continue this way.
Have you business with me? The way you're under is all blocked up. You heavens above. Oof.
Chat to Bernhardt.
Gives me them at least.
Just make sure that he's exhausted.
See that statue? Aye, hey. See that statue? Aye, hey.
There we go. Now he's repeating himself. Grab some Homeward Bones. And so there's a few things in this area to be mindful of. First of all, new enemies. These creepy looking just why the big weird sack. It's just so disturbing. Are you going to bust down the door for me? Point of note, there are more up top. What we're going to do before we use a fragrant branch on this lady here, we're going to bait out the ones up top, because otherwise they ambush you. And it's just a bit. It's better to do the ambush when you want it. Come on, now fire. Alright. I will open the door for you. There you go. See how nice I am. Oh, now you attack the door. Now that it's open. Oh, that's so creepy. Yeah. Grab Lloyd's talisman. We're going to close these doors in case we have to respawn this area. So these are exploding barrels. Triggering these should trigger the ambush. However, when I say triggering these, it means you'll probably take some damage. There we go. As you can see now, they are attacking the door. So there's 4 or 5 of them. Don't be afraid just to use your spells. But and if you're worried, don't be, you know, Bernhardt's just going to sit and watch with his giant sword. That's what you get for it being a knockoff. So yeah, so we find out the Moonlight Greatsword that he has, the very famous in every Souls game Moonlight Greatsword. His sword, which whenever you talk to him after this, he's going to boast about his great sword and his family heirloom and how precious it is. When you complete his quest line, you get his sword, or if you kill him, you get the sword. And actually, if you get it appraised by the merchant in Majula, the one that gets richer if you buy from him, he actually tells you that it's a fake. But Bernhardt will never know. So yep, come here, use a fragrant branch of yore. Right, she's gonna cough, quite literally. Cough, cough, cough.
I've been. Give me.
That's a moment. There you go.
Fine. No. Thank you so much.
So this is actually a pyromancer. The sage that we freed, he is actually her master.
I'm quite a hand up. So, I was attacked and turned. I owe you my. Oh. But do you have any clothes? I'll take anything. Anything at all will do.
So she wants some clothes.
Just put it.
And we are going to give equipment because that is a trophy. So we're only going to go with spare clothing. You only have to give one item of clothing. But we've got an extra infant. Oh no, that. Oh, and these are fine. So she can have a helmet. The item that I would say is give the leather gloves. You're guaranteed to have them. And we don't need to use them ever again. And any duplicates, do not give any imported or prisoner items that you've got. You want to keep is it just I think it's just the if you've got it, the prisoners. No, imported's fine. It's just if you've got the prisoner's tatters, that's what you can't afford to give her. But yeah, so an inventory style helmet and the leather gloves is fine. Once it's given, it cannot be retrieved. Yes. Any duplicates are also fine, but just keep it safe from there. So, yes. And there is your 13th trophy, change of clothes. Trophy number 13. Now, exhaust her dialogue again.
I was when he, but I'm rather but what? Oh, it's hard. I have my very. His name is. I was fascinated when he said that. I'm rather, but what? Oh, it's hard. I have my. His name. I was when, but I'm rather unskilled, but oddly, what we're fascinated. Oh, why? Oh, it's hardly.
Okay, so she's looping a dialogue. That's all we need to do for now. We will buy items from her later.
So much. After I change into this.
There you go.
I'm heading for Majula.
After she changes clothes, she's heading to Majula.
I'm not sure where I'm, but perhaps.
Okay, so you can probably hear croaking from behind this door. There is a basilisk, and it's a giant. It's not a giant one. It's just a normal one. We don't want to be using our weapons. We don't want to hit her. So pull the lever. That's going to close the back door and open this door. Back door closed. This one's going to slowly open to reveal. Dun dun dun. And we're going to come to this right door first. Open this chest. And this should be an Estus shard. And this door is our next bonfire. And before we leave this area, so from the top of the stairs, we're going to come here. this one. Pop up enemies and close again. I think I'm just doing this for the souls, to be honest. No, don't close myself in. There's only one that has an item, and it's the one with the dwarf on the other side. No, that's why I have to kill these ones, is because I'm going to fight the dwarf for the item, and these will ambush if we're doing that fight, so that's why we have to kill them first. There's the little dwarf. Grabbing a soul item. Close the door. And then from here, we're going to travel back to Majula. MZ, we are going to upgrade our Estus.
However,
And then let's put on the bone. We're going to go back to Bernie, and Bernhardt is going to give us another gesture. That'll be gesture number 13, where he's going to give us the joy gesture.
What? No. That's not like it sounds, you know. Name's Bernhardt. Thanks to you, I can resume my journey. If we share the same path, I'm sure...
Impressive. He can do all this without talking.
Again.
Well, without moving his lips,
I'll repay
rather.
my debt. The road ahead's gonna be... Aye, it's a true man who honours his... I swear it. Aye, it's a true man who... I swear
it by my ancient
ancient
sword.
sword.
Ah, Bernhardt, it makes me feel so sad. He takes so much pride in it. Homeward Bone is just so unnecessary. No, we'll run back to Majula. So yeah, we don't really need to go much further. That should be enough Divine Blessing in that section. So actually, looking at my notes, this is where I say we go back to the mines. Why do we go back to the mines? Smell up swamp enemies and drop into swamp items. The chameleon. Oh, okay, right, that makes sense. So I'm sure I didn't do the mines. But no, we get the extra Estus, we go back, and we just finish the mines section off. Because we need to get a sorcery. So come back here. That. And that. That. block out of the way. Zap. 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 One block. Great size on. Right. Let's use a life gem, because we're going to get poisoned very quickly. Get our sword out. That's Bladestone. Large Titanite. Okay, use the Estus. Pop a life gem. So that first life gem didn't do much at all. My bad. Titanite slab. Bob the skeleton, and there it is. Sorcery number 8, Chameleon. Okay, you can hop up here. There's only a spice. Okay. Ooh, I nearly dropped down there. Don't drop down there. That's just going to put you back, and you're going to have to go an awkward way up. If you do fall down there, I just use Homeward Bone, to be honest. There we are. So, that is the mines now completed. We're now going to go back to the Shaded Woods. So that was the bonfire that we did just after Bernhardt. So back to the Shaded Woods. And here we go, ready for our next video when we are going to progress to some new areas in the Shaded Woods. So yeah, with 13 trophies in, we got some more sorceries, we got up to 13 gestures, so things are starting to take some shape again, which is always nice. A few hiccups along the way, but that happens. It's Dark Souls 2, not Dark Souls 1. So it is a little bit less predictable, and I do think it is a harder game in comparison. But as always, hopefully you've been able to follow along. Hopefully that you haven't had any major issues and you've had a smoother run than I have. As always, like, subscribe, much appreciated for anyone that does those things. Comment, ask questions. I do my best to respond as soon as I can. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you all in the next video, and all that leaves me to say is bye for now.